Hello again. I just did the tutorial on Princess Luna from My Little Pony, which is this eye. So now I'm actually going to go in a completely different direction and go horror movie. So this eye, I'm going to be doing a broken doll type, just the eye, just the cracked eye. So first, I'm going to take my brush, get my concealer over here. This one's just CoverGirl, just generic. Doesn't really, you can get any color. Personally, if you're going to be doing the broken doll, I would suggest going lighter because, well, you're going to probably want to be doing a certain, more or less a whole area on your face. So I'm going to be doing up till about here. So, and again, I'm an amateur. Don't expect to be pretty good. I don't expect to be very good, sorry. Apparently my English is needs some work, right? Alright. So that's more or less. That concealer doesn't really work that well anymore. So, but you're also going to want a little bit of pink, which, here we go. Get my blush. So, and this is just going to be like right here. You're going to want like a little bit of pink. So this is like the ombre, again, hard candy. This is the ombre blush. And again, I don't know if lighting's bad or what, but my picture's kind of grainy, so I can't really tell 100% if that even looks good. I don't know if it's lighting or just my laptop. So, a little bit of pink all around here. So, now with the same brush that I use for the blush, or I could use the same one that I use for the concealer. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. This is the Dead White Face Powder. Use it for vampires, right? It doesn't stick that well. If you're going to be trying to do like the Dracula face, where you have the full face as white, it doesn't work that well. But if you're just trying to tone down a little bit, so this one has a built-in kind of highlighter, so it gives you that shimmer. We don't want that for the broken doll. So what you're going to be doing is taking it and just concealing up that shimmer, and it will give you that little bit of a pasty white look, which, to be honest, I'm already pasty white, so alrighty. You could also just, if you had like a light pink eyeshadow, you could just dab that on your cheeks slightly. It won't give you that shimmer, but it will give you that pinked cheek look, as long as you don't put too much. So this is the other brush that I have. It's just a cheapo from Walmart. Again, I like being cheap. So, put those, actually, I'm going to need to clean those later. So this one, I am going to be using, oops, wrong one. First, I'm going to be using this, which is just the flat angled brush. Actually, is this one the angled? Sorry, non-angled. The technical term would be eyeshadow brush, apparently. Okay, then. So, I'm going to be doing the eyeliner first, actually. I forgot about that, of course. So, for this one, I'm going to be doing like a mix of brown and blacks for that doll look, that cracked eye. So, again, need my mirror. Of course, I can never do this eye correctly. So, let's see if I can do it on the computer. pretty much already better than what I do in the bathroom. Oh, of course. But yeah, so far I just need to do a little bit on my top lashes. This is the same one that I used earlier. So, and for this one, it doesn't need to be perfect because you're just going to be going over it again with black eyeshadow. So, for this, again, I have not used this. I have a previous one that I have used. But this, I have no clue if it's sparkly or not. So, oops. For eyeshadows, you're going to be doing a mix of grays, whites, and blacks. So, unless you do the cheeks, and that's going to be a little bit of pink. Or whichever color you would prefer. So, I just got a little bit on my brush here. But you probably can't even see that because the brush is brown. And yes, for this one, you are going to go a little overboard because that's going to create the hole. Your eye is basically, at least for the one I did, the eye is basically completely cracked. So you can either do one where the eye is still intact, which is what I had done. So it's just like around the eye and it's got a little bit of stuff holding it in. You could either do it like that. And actually, because this brush apparently does not like me and does not want to pick up the shadow, I'm going to be switching brushes. And I'm going to clean that. Where's my other set? So this is a set I used for the Princess Luna. And this one has an angled brush. So, for some reason, these brushes pick up more of the pigment versus that series. So, and this is, again, cheapo Walmart brand. So, actually, you can probably see a little bit of the difference right there. So, again. So, it's okay to go overboard on eyeshadow in this project. So, there we go. Alrighty, so there's that, just for the black, and you're probably going to want to go around here a little bit. So, there we go. Alrighty. So I probably put a little bit too much, but I'll move it around. It'll look good eventually. So I've only did this one on other people. So I'm not sure if it will look that great if I do it on myself. Alrighty, so there's that for the start. And then what I'm going to be doing is black and basically creating the cracks. And then from that, the brown is basically going to be like the porcelain area showing through. And I will either use this one, which is sparkly. Unfortunately, I accidentally got that one. Or then there's this one, which is the same thing. It's just stick form instead of liquid. So this one, Wet n Wild Mega Liner. It's just cheapo thing from Rite Aid. And let me see. There we go. And also, never let your eyeliner go too long. Basically, you're supposed to change it every 3 months. So this one, you're just going to go. And see, that's just one crack. You can do it like over here. I had done one coming out from right here. And let's do another one going right here. Oh yeah, those are all the cracks I'm going to be doing, just because it's a tutorial. But yeah, you can do more. And so there's that. You're going to let that dry for a sec. But the other good thing for that, where did it go? For the dead face powder, or sorry, dead white face powder, is it will actually, it'll make things a little softer, which is what we use with the blush. So this will give it that, it'll also make it dry a little bit faster than if you just left it. And I know you're not really supposed to put this near your eye, but yeah. So now it's pretty much dry. And I'll be using the brown. Again, it is sparkly. I do apologize. So for this, it's basically supposed to look like the porcelain. So I'm going to do one that has the liquid and one that has the stick. You could also do the cracks with a stick liner. I personally have used the liquid. That's my preference. So you're just going to do like a small little line. Oop, and of course I'm talking, so I messed up. Oh, yeah. Alright, now that one looks kind of bad. Unfortunately. Because I'm talking. Let's see if I can get this one. Oops, I need more stuff on it. So let's actually do this one because this one I can control a little bit better. Yeah. I think I'll stick with the, I think for the outer piece, I'm not going to use the liquid. I'm going to do this. Alrighty, so this one again is a little sparkly. Unfortunately, I didn't mean to. Oops. So this, so it is going to show up really light. So you may need to go over it a couple times. Oops. Of course, I'm going into my other eye apparently. So you can really see the difference right up here because I did it lighter versus here and here. So let's see if I can get. So because this crack is not as bad or as deep as, for instance, this one's going to have a little bit more depth to it. So it should have that darker. But again, you're going to want to do like an outline of a little bit to do that porcelain, like gray look, I guess. Because if you've ever had a porcelain vase or doll that had broken, if you look inside, it has that little, like, gray, basically in between the areas. So there's that. Again, we're going to use the dead white powder. So take my brush. And again, you're not going to want to use too much because it's supposed to look like it's in like a deep hole. So think of when you're doing this makeup, think of like a trench or, you know, some sort of crevice or crack in the earth. Because that's basically what you're going to be doing. So, and I know there are some people who will do like a crack, like all the, in a way, flesh coming off right there. I'm not going to do that. But technically, it would be the same process. You do a dark outline. So you do like the eyeliner, you know, in the shape that you want. Cover it in with a, probably you would use like a cream, what do you call it? A cream eyeshadow versus a powder. So, which currently all I have is a powder. And so you can't really do that look with, I can't really do that look currently. But since, there. Sorry, lost my brushes again. Oh, sorry. This is the one that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to be doing a little bit more around, I'll probably do a little bit here and a little bit more black here to make it look like that's the crack. And I know that sounds horrible, but I don't care. There we go. So now you can really see that it has black on it. So let's see. So, and then you'd probably do another little, like I said, the one over here that has the cream shadow. I don't have that, but yeah. So again, wipe it off. And I'm going to be using kind of like this, kind of like a sand color. It's right here. So I guess that would be kind of like a sandish kind of color. And that's what I'm going to be using. Just a little bit. And yeah. Just a little bit to do a little bit of outline. And more dimensions. Because whenever you're doing a costume that has like holes in it, I guess, you always want to add depth to the makeup portion of it. So, and you could also go, I'm not going to do this, but you could take the white, this little creamish white right here, and you could go a little bit more around so that way it looks, I guess I could do it a little bit. So just more brushes to wash. So I'm going to be using this brush that we had originally done with the black. Make sure it has no black on it. Let's see, there we go. And I'm going to be going like right here, just around my eye. Actually, yeah, that actually looks pretty good. And just kind of give it a little bit more depth. Sorry, can't speak today. So I'm gonna, this actually gives it a little bit more oomph. So if you're in, only issue with this is you will, if you're, depending on the convention you're going to, if it's in the fall, winter, summer, and what area it is. This, my friend is going to Otakon, which is in Baltimore, and it's in the middle of August. Usually between end of July, end of August is when Otakon happens. So if she was to wear this, it would probably just sweat right off, unfortunately. But I'm in my nice cold home. So, but yes, this right here would be a broken doll. And this one was Princess Luna. So again, let me know what you think. Also for the broken doll, I would suggest a black lip liner, which you'd put around right here. And because when you think of dolls, you kind of think red lips. Just for me, at least. I don't know if you guys have anything different. And so this one right here, this is a Remerl Show Off Lip Liqueur. So, worst thing about this one, though, it looks horrible on me. So, I got it. Sorry, my mom had gotten it for me, even though I wanted a different one. So, I'm using it for cosplay. So, you don't want to put too much of this. What I usually do, and I can't find it right now, either that or it got thrown out when I was reorganizing, is I will dab black lipstick here. Like, usually I'll do 3 spots. So, like, here, here, here. Just a small little dab. And then one, like, here and here. And then from there, rub my lips together. And then I will use this. Because this is really thick and really bright. I'm just going to put it on now because you'll see what I mean. Get a mirror because knowing me, I will put it on my teeth. Yeah. So, and I always use the back because otherwise it's going to go on my teeth. Yeah, it does not look good on me. And I didn't even try to put it on. So, if I really wanted to put on lip gloss, I would have tried a lot better. So right now, I apologize for my language, but I look like a hooker or a whore. So if you're young, never ask what those questions are. Hopefully no one that young is watching though. Hopefully you know what those are and don't repeat it to your parents. So, normally I would actually put this one on first, but because I look hideous. See, it's a little better. Oops, of course. Okay. Now that right there is a lot better, except for the fact that it spilled over. That's the one thing I do not like about this lip gloss, because it seriously hates me. And where the heck did I put that lip gloss? Sorry, I lose things all the time. Oh, I'll show you that. So what I'm going to be doing now is just getting rid of the extra, like right here. It's poking through. And it is really pink. So, which this might actually be causing me to redo the lip liner. But the one good thing about this lipstick is, or sorry, lip gloss, my bad, is if you ever want to kiss someone and leave the print, perfect for that. So I'm just going to finish off my lip liner. Making sure I grab the correct one, otherwise I will probably put eyeliner on my lips, which is never good. Yeah, got the same brand. Alrighty. And that right there, my friend, would be the finished Broken Doll. Lips included. And again, you could probably do a little crack right there or something. I don't care. So, there you go. If you'd like me to try and do a makeup tutorial for something else, I know for a fact that I'll probably be doing Umbreon and Flareon. Probably the other Evolutions. If you have anything you'd like me to do, please let me know. And knowing me, I will probably take me 3 years to upload it. Literally, it took me 2 years to upload. Actually, a little over 2 years, because it was 4th of July. So, 2014 4th of July videos, which I never edited. And I just posted them up saying, sorry for, being lazy. Shut up. I'm lazy. Deal with it, right? Alrighty. Now I gotta go wash my brushes and enjoy.